This video is for men and women of all ages and all walks of life who want major relief from back pain in only 16 minutes. If you suffer from chronic back pain and have tried everything to get rid of it over the years, right now, I want you to do just one thing, and that goes double if you've ever found yourself stuck for days confined to your lazy boy, Barker lounger, or bed. Hi, I'm Hart, and you're about to hear about an unusual 16-minute method that can relieve years of upper and lower back pain, forcing the body to gently yet naturally rebalance itself in just one session. The best part? It also releases a flood of biochemicals in the body designed to help heal the back for good, all without any meds, invasive, expensive surgery, or steroids, or injections, or other over-the-counter remedies. I'll also show you how you can use the exact same 100% pain relief method to experience ease of movement and stronger muscles, better posture, and more flexibility, all in the next 16 minutes. I'll even share with you the real cause of pain and the remedy right inside this video. So if you're struggling with back pain, if you've tried workout programs and diets and seen little in the way of real results, then this video could change your life. Why? Because these 2-minute breakthrough movements are so new and so different, you've never seen anything like them before. And in the next few minutes, as you watch this short video, you'll discover what causes back pain. It almost never has anything to do with the bones. Why yoga, Pilates, and other basic stretching exercises may be doing more harm than good. The easy way to trick our bodies to unlock a spasming back, the relief can be rapid and wonderful, and how doing these simple movements regularly means we may never have to suffer back pain again. Yet, more importantly than all of that, watching this video to the very end reveals exactly how 8 short 2-minute movements can give freedom from pain in just one session, flooding the entire back with pain-relieving nutrients and oxygen, increasing overall flexibility, naturally correcting posture, and soothing aches and pains.
It was amazing. I could definitely tell the difference from the beginning of even just first exercise. And so I can almost feel like I'm standing straighter, kind of getting that blood flow, and it was kind of activating everything in my neuro system as well.
Has the pain dissipated at all from when you came in?
I feel the area more, but the pain isn't there.
This is probably the first time I've had zero pain in my back in probably 8 years.
It's hard to describe because I haven't felt really loose in my lower back in so long that I've forgotten what it feels like, but it's what was really tight when I came in, like it's just not tight anymore.
As shown below, these uniquely sequenced movements have been privately tested and proven to work on men and women of all ages, body types, skill levels, and in any physical state of health. Quietly used all around the world underground because these routines are based on the physiological mechanics of the body. And if this seems unbelievable, then keep watching, because everything I say is backed up by scientific study and research. The best part is, these 2-minute breakthrough movements can work with zero equipment, no expensive patches, braces, or uncomfortable girdles, and most importantly, no over-the-counter or pharmaceutical meds. Before we go any further, however, it's important I give you fair warning. The information in this video flies in the face of what you may have been told in the past about back pain. Instead of giving the natural pain relief you need, mainstream healthcare professionals profit by keeping you hooked on mind-numbing medications, expensive, non-essential surgery, painful corticosteroid injections, supposedly therapeutic massages, expensive electrical stimulation machines. They know that when you learn real methods exist, like these 2-minute movements, will never spend another penny on their back pain procedures again. Okay, let me share a quick story about one of my clients, a 49-year-old bus driver who came to me as his last resort. His pain was unbearable. Warning, this is not for the squeamish. At 49, Jim walked in like a feeble old man, hunched forward, hand on his back, every step in effort. "Can you help me, Ian?" he asked. When he first stepped foot into my fitness studio, Jim was a bus driver getting close to retirement and his well-deserved pension. Only one problem, he was in excruciating pain. I dare not ask him to touch his toes or do some other type of exercise to gauge his condition. Instead, I immediately had him gently position himself on the floor, put a pillow under his head, and guided him through the first of the 8 healing, pain-relieving 2-minute movements. Like most service industries and professions, bus drivers are put in an incredibly difficult situation. Forced to sit uncomfortably all day for years, stressed out from traffic and customers, the job often results in the slow-motion demolition of their spine. And all the while, they're in pain, they're told to smile. To make matters worse, as they edge closer and closer to retirement, their company does something rather devious. They look for every reason to lay the driver off, rather than pay their future pension and healthcare. Imagine Jim's anger when he was told he would lose everything he worked so hard for. It's shameful the way they treat loyal employees at the end of their career. Yet the truth is, it's not uncommon. So when bus drivers aren't able to do the job, hardworking people like Jim, who gave their adult lives to the company, serving their local community, are often denied their rightful pension as well as health care. They get old and they get thrown out like garbage. It's incredibly sad, and it's not his fault. Yet, such was the predicament Jim found himself in. He was desperate. Jim simply had to work till retirement. He had no choice but to prove the company he was able to drive a bus, so he could ultimately collect his pension. Jim's pain had started a couple years earlier, when electrical shooting pains called sciatica developed in his right leg. He continued to work, but the shooting pains persisted. Then one day, after work, the pain was unbearable. He went to the emergency room. The news was not good. An MRI scan showed he had noticeable rupture of the disc below the 5th lumbar vertebrae. You see, discs, the spine shock absorbers, are sheathed in a fibrous casing called the annulus, which protects their gelatinous core. When a disc ruptures, bits of it break through the casing. The MRI scan showed that the protruding edge of Jim's ruptured disc was pressing up against the right nerve root as it exited the spine. Unfortunately, the MRI showed something else disturbing: some narrowing of the discs immediately above, an early sign of degeneration. Jim was given different pain medication at different times when he could only use when he wasn't driving. Instead, he occasionally received epidural steroid injections, yet his pain persisted. Then, about 9 months after Jim injured himself, an orthopedic surgeon performed a procedure called a discectomy, where a fragment of the ruptured discs is removed. For 75% of the patients with sciatica who undergo a discectomy, the procedure helps relieve pain. In Jim's case, his sciatica went away, but the pain in his lower back increased. Yet another MRI showed the disc the surgeon had operated on had started protruding again, this time pressing up against the right and the left nerve roots. The surgeon told Jim the next step would be to fuse his lower vertebrae together, which supposedly had become unstable. The surgeon's new plan was to remove Jim's degenerated disc, or discs, that were causing the pain, and mechanically brace the spine with metal rods and bone grafts. The cost? $150,000. First, however, the surgeon wanted Jim to undergo an incredibly painful procedure called a discography, an invasive procedure that determines how much of his pain was coming from the lower protruding discs and how much from the upper narrowed one. This information would help the surgeon decide if 1 or 2 discs should be completely removed. Regardless, the discography was performed at the hospital. Jim was asked to lie on a long metal table with his lower back exposed. To Jim, what was about to happen next was nothing short of a medieval torture. The radiologist trained in the technique explained he would be applying increasing amounts of pressure to his injured discs. Jim's job was to try to discern whether the pain he felt during the procedure was familiar or different from his current pain. First, the radiologist administered an anesthetic just under the skin so he could insert a needle called a trocar into Jim's lower back. Following his progress on the device called a fluoroscope monitor, he slowly advanced the trocar until it reached the edge of the disc just above the ruptured one. Then, the doctor inserted a fine gauge needle into the trocar and pushed it slowly into the disc. Initially, Jim let out what could only be called as a primal scream. "There are lots of nerve fibers in the annulus," the doctor said. "I'm really sorry, it gets worse." The radiologist took out an instrument resembling a huge syringe and fastened it to a fine gauge needle, and began pressing on the plunger into Jim's degenerating spine. "Now, tell me if you feel any pain," the radiologist said, "and whether the pain you're feeling is the similar pain you're suffering from." Can you imagine the anguish this surgeon planned on putting Jim through? If Jim doesn't feel his familiar pain, the disc would serve as a control. A series of red neon digits raced across the monitor, 20, 25, 28, and 30, representing the pounds per square inch of pressure he was applying within the disc. Jim gritted, screaming through his teeth with each new increment. At 100, the doctor withdrew the trocar while the technician recorded his reaction. The doctor then repeated the procedure an inch or so down Jim's spine. This time, when the pressure hit 30 pounds per square inch on the monitor, Jim cried in pain, oh God, stop." "Is that your familiar pain?" the doctor asked. Jim said the pain was like his lower spine was being crushed in a vice. He also felt taser-like electric shocks into his butt and his thighs. At 49, Jim, sobbing at this point, said this was his familiar pain. "Okay, you can relax, we're done," the doctor said as he exhaled. He told Jim that he had done very well. However, to Jim, he really was done. After that ordeal, there was no way he was going through with the fusion surgery, especially when he learned the odds of success were merely 50-50 and that it could also leave him permanently disabled. Leaving the hospital, the futility of it all set in. And now today, Jim was in my fitness studio looking for hope. In order to get out of pain, keep his bus driving job, and collect his pension, Jim needed nothing short of a miracle. relieving Jim's back pain, especially after years of abuse, injury, and medication, was a tall order. Could I help him? I have to admit, Jim was in pretty bad shape. He came to me because I'd been recommended. Jim heard about the incredible results I produced with a couple of his bus driving buddies, adding years to their driving days. So if he believed in me and my unusual methods, I was willing to try. Because not only had my methods helped his colleagues, years ago, I had experienced a similar back trauma playing basketball. And I would have given anything to get out of pain. From that day on, pain haunted me every single day. Doctors suggested I give up exercise, something I'd grown to love. Over the years, in an effort to find relief, I tried just about every available therapy and treatment there was, including massage therapy, pain medication, acupuncture, ultrasound, electric stimulations, the sheets of exercise from the physical therapist, yoga, chiropractors, Pilates, a stress relief therapy called alpha biotics, and even kinesis myofascial integration, offered at a whopping $125 per session. I drew the line at surgery. Then one day, after almost 10 years dealing with pain on a daily basis, I met a brilliant man that would forever change my life. His name was Bojan. He was from Serbia. One day, Bojan saw me hobbling and asked me what was wrong. I told him my story. After asking a few general questions, he said in his best broken English, "I have a beautiful program to fix back pain and prevent it from happening again. You will like it." That's when he pulled me aside and guided me through 8 simple movements that amazingly relieved my back pain. In less than 16 minutes, my pain was gone, doing for me what years of treatments and thousands of dollars could not do. And I've run 30 miles a week ever since and have never experienced back pain again. Where did this pain relief breakthrough originate? Most people have no idea where Serbia is, let alone the fact that it's produced a very long list of Olympic athletes. Bojan possesses impressive training and credentials. He studied under the very same professors responsible for coaching those world-class athletes. At the University of Belgrade, considered by many the Harvard for this area of study, he finished top in his class, graduating with a master's degree in exercise science. Upon graduation, he was recruited to join the university faculty as well as become part of the coaching staff of the Serbian national soccer team. The most important part of Bojan's story, however, is his unique discovery during his time at the university. A discovery so revolutionary it won him the prestigious Golden Seal of Approval at his university. Bojan's discovery requires an understanding of biomechanics, anatomy, and physiology at a level most healthcare professionals simply don't have, at least not yet, which makes this method rather controversial. Well-meaning doctors and other healthcare practitioners may be able to identify muscles and bones by name. They may even have years of education and experience treating your pain with drugs, injections, and invasive surgery. However, they don't understand how pain is truly created in the body. More importantly, they don't know how to trigger the body's natural healing mechanism that eliminates that pain. There's a reason things like acupuncture, chiropractors, and massage, and even surgery don't provide lasting relief for your back pain. Those things help to address the symptoms, not the true cause. The truth is, in the overwhelming majority of cases, back pain is a symptom created by muscular imbalances. In order to remove the pain, you must restore balance to the muscles. You see, muscle imbalances occur when one side of your body is overworked while the opposite side is underworked. For instance, if you sit at a desk hunched over for long stretches, the muscles on the front of your body, like your abs, lats, and pecs, become tight, and the muscles on your back that support your spine become weak. Sitting hunched creates a tug-of-war effect that puts unnecessary stress on the joints, ligaments, and tendons around your pelvis, hips, and spine. The results? Stress builds up in the lower back. After months or years of the body in this position, this imbalance grows into major issues. Muscle imbalances shut off blood flow, preventing oxygen and other vital nutrients from reaching the back, and also contorts the spine over time. Injuries can spring up throughout the affected area. Repetitive work, aggravated by absence of movement and improper nutrients, creates a severe neuromuscular disconnect, slowly shutting down normal motor control. Imagine doing the same job 8 hours a day for 5, 10, 15 years. All these issues lock the body and the pain in place. It becomes a prison of pain. If nothing is done to resolve muscular imbalances, it becomes far too easy to throw the back out, suffer herniated disc, or even battle lifelong sciatica. And that's when the real problem begins. Some people say, "I threw my back out because I went down to pick something up in this weird way." Now we know that's not true. Now we know the real reason nobody throws their back out because they bent down to pick up something off the floor. They throw their back out because the muscle imbalances and the excessive tension get so bad their back can't handle the simple act of bending over, creating aching electric shocks and fire. So, if we want to eliminate back pain once and for all, we need to fix the true cause, the muscles, the imbalances, and that's exactly what Bojan showed me how to do. This method restores muscle balances, completely relieves the pain, and actually heals your back. The results are astounding, confounding conventional medicine. Since those first days I met Bojan, I focused my career on back pain relief. I've become a world-renowned authority on back pain relief with thousands depending on me for advice and guidance annually. I've developed a reputation for being the go-to guy when others, including doctors and chiropractors, are unable to get their clients and patients the results they want. And even with staff at multiple locations, seeing clients 12 to 14 hours per day, we're fully booked weeks in advance. I'm driven to help even more people, and that's why I'm making this unique back pain relieving method available online. Introducing Back Pain Relief for Life. Back Pain Relief for Life is the only program of its kind that helps relieve back pain, restore muscle balance and flexibility, increase blood flow and oxygen and nutrients to the spine, all in less than 20 minutes. Dr. Greenwald had this to say: "I was skeptical until I tried it. I came in hobbling and left walking." Back Pain Relief for Life is an alternative approach to treating pain that is immensely more successful and cheaper than the radical, costly conventional procedures. From lawyers, doctors, and dentists to busy executives, people in the trades and service industries, to the military and police, people from all walks of life had benefited from this groundbreaking program. The key is the unique combination of 8 2-minute movements. This isn't yoga, this isn't Pilates, this isn't even exercise. These 8 simple movements systematically address specific muscular imbalances, the real cause of pain, and all you need is a place to lie down, a firm pillow or towel to put under your head and chair. That's it. So that means you can do this just about anywhere, at home, in the office, or even in a hotel room when you travel. And the best part? A complete session takes no more than 20 minutes. It easily fits into any schedule. In the time it takes to drive to a chiropractor, massage therapist, or doctor's office, thousands of people are experiencing true pain relief, healing their back from perhaps decades of injury. With the Back Pain Relief for Life program, there's no need for a PhD in anatomy to get results. No books to read, no need to take a class, do a self-assessment, or take any kind of muscular imbalance test before getting started. All anyone needs is the desire to end their pain.
If you want to get well, you have to do something. You can't expect it to come in a box. You have to do something, and you've got to do it most every day. Used to go to the chiropractor once a week. I was always in pain. If I do this every day, I can take care of it in 20 minutes a day, and I don't have to take pills. I can feel better on my own, and I'm getting stronger. I never thought I'd ever get stronger at my age. You're going to find relief that I never knew existed.
8 simple movements, 16 minutes, and the ability to follow easy directions. Movement number 1 begins activating imbalanced muscles, preparing them for relief. Movement number 2 wakes up dormant hip muscles and continues activating imbalanced muscles. Now that your body is prepared, many people feel an initial wave of relief wash over them as movement 3 starts releasing their pain. Movement number 4 continues flooding the lower back with newfound blood, oxygen, and nutrients. Movement number 5 decompresses the lower back. Clients often visibly exhale as years of pent-up tension is released. Movement number 6 aligns the whole body, restoring muscle balances along the entire spine in addition to the lower back. Movement number 7 finishes stabilizing the spine, back, and hips in their natural pain-free position. Movement number 8 gently compresses the spine to flush old blood out of the discs, then pull new blood in for even more healing, pain relief, and recovery. Clients' faces soften and a smile crosses their lips as movement 8 locks in healing. D emailed in, "It feels like someone got in there and oiled my joints. I have absolutely no pain now." Afterward, you notice more flexibility, relaxed yet stronger muscles, and a distinct absence of pain. That's not all. When putting the Back Pain Relief for Life program to work to relieve back pain, many people also experience stronger abs and a stronger core, enhanced balance and stability, improved posture, completely transforming physique, walking taller, say goodbye to walking around hunched over like most people do. You'll also get increased blood flow, nutrients, oxygen to all of the areas of the body, less soreness, and fewer aches and pains. Many people in pain are suffering from restricted blood flow and nutrient flow, impairing the body's ability to repair itself. These are the kinds of beneficial side effects my clients love. Michelle O says, "After my first session of Back Pain Relief for Life, I felt an opening in my back that I haven't felt in a long time. I felt stronger to my core." And Sue had this to say, "I'm doing things within just a few weeks that I haven't been able to do for years." While Jim was amazed, "I can even touch my toes now. I haven't been able to touch my toes in 20 years. Doug C is feeling the benefits. I'm a lot more flexible. I haven't lost any work days. It's been great. There's no more back pain. And Rick O saw immediate improvement. I gave it a try, and after the very first session, I started to feel the results. It was amazing. Dr. Tolbert says, my pain was immediately relieved. My muscles were relaxed. They weren't tense. Finally, Dan L. Since doing the program, my life changed completely. I have a real active life. I do a pretty strenuous workout 3 days a week. Let's take a look at everything you get in the program. Component number 1, the Back Pain Relief for Life core training video. In this 28-minute video, I reveal the unique sequence of 8 movements that are the foundation of back pain relief. The movements are simple and can be done anywhere and at any time. All you need is a place to lie down, a small pillow or towel to put under your head, and a chair. You'll also get the complete sequence with easy-to-follow diagrams, so you can print them and take them wherever you go. Remember, there's no need to be a back expert or do any studying of any kind to benefit from this program. All you need to do is watch the short video and follow along. Prepare to be excited. It's common for customers to experience complete relief like I did during the very first session. Paula called me up after to say, I came in for 1 session, did all the exercises, and now I feel no pain. And Tristan felt blessed. He says, I could hardly walk. About an hour later, I was walking and moving and jumping, so it was very effective. Terry emailed in, I've had great results with back pain relief for life. While Nancy B was over the moon. Everybody in the world should do it. I mean, it was just fantastic. And Dara had the moment of sweet relief. Then I realized that the nagging pain was gone. It was pretty great. Component number 2, 10 targeted coaching video sessions for back pain relief. Some people want more data, more information. They're intrigued how this method changed their life and is so effective. That's why we've developed 10 short coaching videos to give you even more insight into how the program works, as well as give you additional tips for getting the most out of each session of the Back Pain Relief for Life program. You'll quickly appreciate why your back starts to respond and feel better as soon as the first movement. Michael texted in to say, the pain is gone. I've always heard the bad stories about surgery, and I was fortunate enough to know about this program. Susan says, the exercises are really easy to do, don't take long, and it's really helped my back. While Emily raved, it's making me feel better and happier. My back pain is all gone. Component number 3, one-on-one coaching. I want to do one more thing that can make all the difference because I realize every customer, every situation is unique. Order your copy of Back Pain Relief for Life program today, and you'll also receive unlimited email access to me and my support team. We'll answer any question you have, address any major issues with your back pain, and help tailor the movements to any situation. Please contact us. I sincerely encourage it. It's not an imposition at all. Throughout our growth, we've remained accessible to customers. We're happy to do it as a part of our mission to end the suffering of so many people living in pain. Please understand, the Back Pain Relief for Life program is not focused on just temporary relief. This program is focused on addressing the true cause of your back pain. By following the simple online video that walk you through the unique sequence of 8 body movements, thousands of people have found themselves on the path to ending back pain forever. Look at it this way. A single chiropractic treatment for back pain costs about $35 and up. A single massage session may be $45 and up. A trip for acupuncture might run anywhere between $45 and $100. And of course, things get very expensive when you get into medications, advanced treatments, and surgery. The bottom line, people spend a lot of money doing all these things and still only end up with temporary relief at best. That's exactly what I did for years. Fortunately, I had the presence of mind to realize once you submit to surgery, good or bad, best results or even more pain, there's no going back. Whether that's spinal fusion, a four-hand anatomy where a surgeon cuts away bone at the side of the vertebrae to widen the space where nerve roots exit the spine, or a discectomy where the surgeon removes all or part of the disc. You truly never know what you'll get. The surgery may relieve the pain, it may not relieve the pain. The pain may get worse, and if it gets worse, what happens then? As you can see, given the options, Back Pain Relief for Life is at least worth a try. Now, if you were to come into our brick and mortar facilities in South Carolina, you could expect to pay $347 for an off-hour emergency session, $250 for a regular scheduled private session, or $150 for a group session. Again, we're booked solid way in advance. Or the best way, no matter where you live, try the Back Pain Relief for Life online program right now for a one-time investment of the low price you see below. Click the button below now, get instant access to the program online, and begin using it immediately to relieve your pain and heal your back. Obviously, given the success of our program and its ability to provide immediate and long-lasting results, The price is a steal even if it was doubled or tripled, but it's not doubled or tripled. Why? I want to get this in the hands of as many people who are suffering with debilitating back pain as possible. I want to make this program super affordable. From my perspective, putting a price on pain isn't something anybody should be forced to do. That said, considering the price of over-the-counter and dangerous medications, doctors, massages, chiropractic and acupuncture visits, belts, patches, and other devices designed to relieve pain, invasive surgery, corticosteroid injections, over time, the costs add up. And then there's the most important price factor of all to consider, which is peace of mind. What's the price of being able to sleep comfortably through the night? To be able to tend to the garden? To be able to function at work? To be able to pick up your grandkids? To be active in sports again? The sad fact is that many people have been dealing with their chronic back pain for 5, 10, and 20 years or more. That's no way to live. I've been there. I've been in the position where I'd always try to put a price on my pain anytime I heard about some new treatment that promised relief. The frustrating thing is it rarely made a difference. No matter how much I paid, even worse, the pain is still there. I never want you to go through that again. That's why we're offering Back Pain Relief for Life program at this super affordable, low price instead of scheduling an expensive trip to our fitness studio, and to remove any risk or hesitation about giving our method a try. The Back Pain Relief for Life program comes with an ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. You are completely happy or you get a refund. It's that simple. If Back Pain Relief for Life fails to provide you with quick and long-lasting relief, we'll provide you with a fast and full refund on the spot with no questions asked and with absolutely no hassle. Plus, you can even keep the entire Back Pain Relief for Life program as a token of our appreciation just for giving it a good try. Just try asking the doctor sometime if the satisfaction is guaranteed and see what they say. You'll probably be surprised at their answer. If you don't get results, I don't want your money, period. Travis S. says, it is honestly the best lower back pain program I've ever gone through. Choose your back pain relief option below. I also want to include something that makes it so the back rarely, if ever, goes out again. Did you know that when we throw our back out, in most cases, it's because the back simply isn't prepared to handle the movement? In effect, when we throw our back out, it's because we've shocked our back and naturally it recoils. The Begin Your Day program is a short but essential routine that prevents this from happening in the future. So, when we lift something heavy or twist our back during the day, it doesn't bite us back in pain because having been incapacitated for any length of time, we know all too well the cost financially, physically, and emotionally. This unique routine is not the normal first thing in the morning, raise your hands above your head, or arch your back stretching. In reality, these common morning stretches are actually harmful to your health and your pain relief efforts. The Begin Your Day program pre-activates specific muscle groups, waking up your back, shielding you from unnecessary time off, doctor visits, and numbing medications. Imagine never having the twinge of pain again. These routines are yours when you order today. Now, how long does it take to relieve pain with the Back Pain Relief for Life program? For me, in a remarkable 16 minutes, my pain was gone. I also can tell you clients we've worked with see immediate results. Others see major relief after just a couple sessions. Like Felicia, who said, "My life after 2 sessions is very awesome. It improved my life and my back tremendously." Jonalyn, who told us, "I had a prescription of steroid waiting to be picked up at the pharmacy. I did Back Pain Relief for Life twice and never picked up the prescription." While it depends on the severity of your pain and the damage in the body, I can tell you this with certainty. Everyone who's ever tried it feels relief after 1 session. And even if it takes a little longer for full relief or requires a few more sessions, it would still be worth it. Imagine living life totally free from pain. It's finally possible. We have undeniable proof these breakthrough movements do in fact work for everyone, young and old, out of shape and fit. Literally everyone finds some major, or more often than not, complete relief even after just 1 session. Candy, a therapist from Maine, said, "After the first 2 treatments, I felt enormous relief. It was unbelievable." And Steve likes to share the good news. Anytime somebody tells me they're having back pains, I tell them about Back Pain Relief for Life because I believe in it that much. Brianna says, "The next morning I woke up and I felt 100% better. My pain was completely gone. I couldn't even tell that my back was killing me the night before." While Dee discovered great relief, "It feels like someone got in there and oiled my joints. I have absolutely no pain now." Here's what back pain relief is not. It's not yoga, Pilates, or even exercise. It's not hypnosis. It's not about pain management. No one wants to manage their pain. They want to get rid of it. It doesn't attempt to teach anything about pain. Back Pain Relief for Life is not about causes. It's about a solution, a single, short, 16-minute method that can begin healing the back just minutes from now. The goal? to restore the flexibility, full mobility, nutrients to the spine, and the muscle balance missing from modern life. And not only can Back Pain Relief for Life make back pain disappear, it helps flood the spine with healing nutrients, reduce and even eliminate chronic inflammation, improves deep, restful sleep, improves thinking, clear-headedness, enhances the mind-body connection, brings more life to the entire body. It improves posture, increases flexibility, helps your myofascial release, and helps you feeling loose and free. Tristan says, I could barely walk. About an hour later, I was walking and moving and jumping, so it was very effective. Choose your back pain relief option below. It's time to feel normal again, and in 75% less time than regular exercise, yoga, Pilates, or bodyweight exercises. Discover a revolutionary, new, intelligent approach to back pain relief, flushing the pain medication down the toilet and regaining energy and mobility, but in a fraction of the time previously thought possible. Customers tell me this new technique worked even when they had already had back surgery. As it turns out, the back still needs blood flow, oxygen, and vital nutrients. They had started another program, but then got fed up with long, boring exercise routines. They were frustrated because all that hard work wasn't helping. They were afraid to try because they felt too overweight, too out of shape, too old, or had an injury. They barely had a minute to spare in their hectic, stressed out day. This 16-minute method is exactly what you've been waiting for. However, admittedly, this program is not for everyone. So if anybody out there refuses to take responsibility for their health and well-being, preferring to put their situation in the hands of the profit-minded medical establishment, is okay with being hooked on pain meds and spending hours or even days incapacitated in bed, or is content being confined to their lazy boy or Barca lounger prison, unable to move for days, reliant on others, then our program may not be a good fit. My sincere hope is that isn't the case. If anybody out there is fed up with pain and has reached a point where they realize meds, invasive procedures, surgery, and temporary, quick fix, relief are no longer viable options, then our 16-minute program can truly help. Despite what we're led to believe by the medical establishment, despite what we're led to believe by well-meaning healthcare professionals, the answer to pain does not have to be risky, painful, expensive, drawn out, hard, or complicated. I believe, and backed up by the experience of thousands of others, the movements and the methods used in Back Pain Relief for Life program are the simplest and most effective solution for natural back pain relief ever created. Yet, in the end, the decision is yours. Remember, when you order right now, you get component number 1, the Back Pain Relief for Life core training video that guides you through your short session. Component number 2, 9 targeted mini coaching video sessions for back pain relief, each one guiding you through each movement. Component number 3, one-on-one coaching. Just contact us and we'll be glad to assist you however we can. Special bonus, the Begin Your Day program. In just a few minutes from now, anybody can be on their way to ease their pain, maybe for the first time in years. Able to once again do the things that bring joy to life. Sports like golf, tennis, and swimming. Hobbies like gardening, hiking, and mountain biking. Of course, personal things like getting a good night's sleep, holding your grandkids in your arms, and even being intimate again. It's no secret. Not being able to do the things we enjoy in life leaves us unfulfilled. Not to mention how useless the pain medications make you feel. Whatever pain you may be feeling today can all be a distant memory in just a few short minutes from now. I know, pain can truly suck the joy out of life. It can make us feel frustrated, anxious, irritable, and depressed. It can force us to give up on our dreams. Having gone through a similar experience, I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. With Back Pain Relief for Life, imagine all those negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions lifting and ultimately disappearing. Being able to do the things again that make you happy. Living a vibrant, fulfilled life, rich with possibility. Being able to do your job again without days off, workman's comp, or having to prove you are in pain. Becoming flexible, healthy, even athletic again. Being able to take risks with your body again, like skiing, surfing, scuba diving, but most of all, getting out of pain so you can live your life again. This is not wishful thinking or daydreaming. This is documented in the hundreds and hundreds of successful stories I see every year. Just like Carol, who said simply, "I'm walking again." Or John, who told us, "The muscles are holding where they ought to be, and my activities are back to normal, full golf, full tennis, full everything." Let me ask you a question. How does pain affect your day? How does it slow you down, make you irritable or depressed, force you to take critical days off work, keep you in bed for days on end? Does the pain medication keep you from thinking clearly? Does it keep you from experiencing the simple joys of life, picking up your grandkids, gardening, or exercising? There's no reason to go through the rest of your life in pain. One last thing. It's important. Prior to coming upon this video, you may be pre-surgery, heavily weighing a back surgery decision. Now, you and I have never met, so I can only speak from experience. I've talked with many doctors, chiropractors, and other health experts, and the consensus among all of them is, when it comes to treating back pain, surgery should be considered a last resort. When all other options have been exhausted, doctors can't guarantee success. They just won't do it. Surgery may diminish or relieve your pain, or it's equally likely that the pain will stay the same or be exacerbated. That's just the reality of the situation. Imagine going into surgery and coming out in worse shape than you went in. That's a realistic scenario. The good news, and prestigious institutions back me on this, is that even though there are roughly 600,000 back surgeries a year, it's rarely necessary. According to institutions like the Mayo Clinic, most back pain can be resolved on its own within 2 months with proper attention and care. That includes challenging issues such as a ruptured or herniated disc, sciatica, or spinal stenosis. That is indeed good news for people considering back pain surgery. So I encourage you, do yourself a favor and try back pain relief for life first. Just a few short minutes from now, you can be experiencing the first initial wave of relief wash over you. I can tell you this, I've never had a client try back pain relief for life and then opt afterward for back pain surgery. Never. It just doesn't happen. That's pretty strong testimony to its effectiveness. People who were effectively disabled, crippled even, were able to get out of pain, heal, and reclaim their life using this simple method. And now, today, I'm making you the same offer, a super affordable way to relieve back pain without meds, surgery, or injections. And there's no risk. If it doesn't work exactly as I've described, just email me and I'll refund you the full price immediately. It's that simple. The choice is yours. Either go on with your life or go ahead and try back pain relief for life. Just click the button below. I look forward to helping you finally get out of pain and reclaim your life. Choose the best back pain relief option below. Still there? Listen, I can promise amazement to anyone willing to entertain this novel, uniquely effective approach. Other programs that promise back pain relief saddle people with huge amounts of information to sift through. They require a long process of assessing the cause of back pain and then selecting the exercise that might help. Back Pain Relief for Life program is different. We jump right in, straight to relief. It makes those other options look like rocket science. With Back Pain Relief for Life, simply do the movements. That's it. And in 20 minutes or less, the session is done, and we're feeling pain relief. Maybe for the first time in years. There's no studying or reading or learning required. Instead, we spend time on the only thing that really matters, getting you out of pain. Choose the best back pain relief option below.